Good afternoon, everyone. Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly video update for Wednesday, March the 17th. And I've got the S&P on the chart here, and we'll start there. We had a crazy, crazy day. And happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, and happy Fed Day, by the way. Um, Pretty crazy day today. If you were not watching, all this craziness started with the Fed meeting, and up until the Fed meeting, this is where we opened, of course. And this is the S&P, not the ES, and we're chopping around. Looks like we're going to go down here. We went down to 39.35. We had a lot of levels of support down here below us. And I thought, matter of fact, we talked about this in bias. We had a little trade on. We scalped some a profit on the downside here this morning, and I said we probably need to get out of this because it looks like we're probably going to bounce, just because of all of the support that we had up under us. And so we got out of it and we scalped it, and then we chopped and chopped and chopped, and this turns into kind of boring, just sideways action here. And then this is the Fed right here, and Powell said that for whatever reason, he said that inflation is not a problem, and everything I see, you know, tells me that inflation is becoming a problem, and apparently they don't see it, but they didn't ask my opinion on it. So anyway, they said they are a long way away from the Fed's stated goals, so they're not going to make any changes, and basically we got your back kind of thing. So we rip higher here. This is 39.40 all the way up to 39.80, so 83 from 41 to 83. So about a 40 point basically straight up move here. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, that's a pretty good move. Came up here, did a little retracement back. The one that we scalped out here, we actually re-entered here for another a double dip on it. It was a bias trade that we did, but again, that sets us up here another new all-time high. Let's go out here to like a 20-day chart, and we've hit quite a few all-time highs here. In the middle of this big giant flush down to 3,700, we're almost 4,000 here. So huge swings, 300 points in, that's the last, 10 days. Crazy market. So let's go out even further and kind of get a view of what's going on. So if you look at this, you will see this is off the low from the COVID pandemic kind of thing. 2,100, we're at 4,000 now. So, I mean, this has been an insane move. This is only 1 year, right? But all this has been pretty much straight up. We had two little normal retracements here. We had normal retracement here. I suspect we'll have another one. I just don't know how far up we will go. So let me show you what I think. If we look at the ES on a 120-minute chart here, you can see this is the resistance I was looking at this morning, the support I was looking at this morning, to bounce higher. And if we look here on a SPX on a daily chart, this is kind of what concerns me a little bit, is that we're running into, there's our target, 4,012. And this is SPX, again, on a daily, not the ES. So we got up, see that 39.84 on SPX, and today we closed, where exactly did we close? We closed at 39.74 with the high at 39.83. So check this out, 39.84.46, 49, and we got to 39.83.87. So we missed it by 30 cents or something like that. All-time high up there. So could we pull back here? Absolutely, we could. Do I expect it? I don't know. If it's not here, it's probably going to be close at 4,000, or maybe that 4,012 or something right above it. But I'm not expecting any kind of thing down here. I'm not expecting this. I'm expecting we come back maybe to this snow line. Maybe we come down to this snow line. Maybe. So it's 39.16, 38.14. And this probably would even be extreme, but it's really too early to tell. So very hard call here to say. And I'm talking about the S&P, just gives general idea of the overall market. I will show you if I can find it here. Here is the NDX, the NASDAQ, and we're kind of the same way. We're running into some pretty good overhead up here. We got timing for a high, so we could pull back. We may keep going. I don't know. It's a really, really tough call here to say. But again, on the S&P for the the broad market, I would say continue to say tighten up stops and all that kind of stuff. I had a 4,000 butterfly. I took it off a couple days ago. I took it off too early, of course. It expires tomorrow. It's an AM expiration. Expires tomorrow. And we're almost there. It's kind of making me sick to look at it. But, we're up against timing, a lot of resistance. I just don't know that we keep going here. So I'm being very careful. I've only got a handful of trades on, mostly in the S&P. And I'm a buyer of a dip within reason. And like I said, I don't think we're going to get anything major on the downside, but I think we're going to have more problem to continue day in, day out going higher, higher, higher. So all that being said, again, use tight stops and, just be a lot more nimble than normal is the best way to put it. And other than that, we really can't tell a lot. We have about a 3-week window until we start getting back into earnings season. So in the big picture, I think we might, over the next couple of weeks, we may pull back somewhat and then make a run higher into earnings. And what we need to get going to get everything going is that tech needs to, NASDAQ, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, all that kind of stuff needs to get going. And we're kind of at a pivotal point here where they might fail, take a breath, and then make one run higher, and the next run higher into earnings, and that would happen over the next 3-4 weeks. But until then, I'm just being careful, being very nimble, trying to scalp this thing more than anything else. So if I get a quick profit, I'll take it and then look to re-enter on a pullback. Like I said, I'm a dip buyer. I'm not really a seller here. I don't see anything that's scary. But within reason, just know that we could pull back, here very easily, and this trend is still intact. So this doesn't scare me. Even if we pull back that far, it doesn't really scare me that much, and I would be a big buyer down here, right? So anyway, hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Join us in the trading rooms for deeper dive into this stuff, or if you want to check out Bias, jump in there with me, and we do trading every day. So hope to see you in there. So thanks for the time. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Without Simpler Trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me